Hey, it's Joshua Vergara. What's going on, everybody? I'm actually here in the LG booth. Now, you might be seeing some footage right now of the Creator Studio here at the booth at Mobile World Congress. And you may have noticed already, you can see the camera is pretty wide. That's because I'm actually using an LG G8 ThinQ to record the host segment. So all of the footage that you're seeing in front of you right now is straight off of the phone in 4K. We're gonna start off with the LG G8 ThinQ. You've probably seen even my coverage of it already, but we're here for a second hands-on. And I think the main story here is this awesome red color. This red finish is just so eye-catching. It shines perfectly in the light, and as you can probably see here, there is no camera hump. Everything is perfectly flat. This is a slate device. Definitely nothing just sticking out from the phone that would really make anything uncomfortable or even make it scrape on a table. This thing is just smooth all around. Fingerprint reader is over here on the back, but of course one of the main features of this phone is that time of flight camera on the front that adds more to the biometrics. We're going to talk about sound for a second. With the G8 ThinQ, what we're looking at here also is the boombox speaker, a returning feature that allows the resonance chamber on the back to make it resonate on a surface. But there are also speakers underneath the glass on the front that allow for things like general calling, but also just for better sound, stereo sound all around. Okay, so before we get to the biometrics and all of the new features with the front camera, let's talk a little bit about the actual cameras on the back. You're looking at a wide angle shot right now of me, and you can also do, of course, the regular view that's a little bit more focused in, but the wide angle is perfect for showing off this great Creator Studio. Now, the wide angle is really awesome because what you can use it for is getting a lot more into your frame, not only for pictures, but also for videos. And one of my favorite things to do, as you can see already right here, is to use it for vlog style footage. Hit record, and here I am actually recording a vlog style video, something that I could use in my YouTube channel, and I love being able to have this sort of raw content. I've been talking about this red color this entire time. I've been using it on this video, but let me make sure I talk about the other versions of the LG G8 ThinQ. We have the black edition, which of course is classic. This is exactly what you would want out of a typical smartphone in the sense that it's sleek, it's gonna blend in with pretty much anything, and it's still eye-catching, especially since it doesn't have a camera hump. Really easy to handle in one hand because the LG G8 ThinQ tends to not be as wide or as tall as many of its flagship competitors. But there is this metallic one here as well. This is just a great looking device as well. And along with the red, I mean, honestly, there's so many black smartphones out there. The red and the silver one here, those are the ones that I definitely want. But we're going to start using that front camera array that includes a TOF or time of flight camera, and it's really important for all of the new features on the LG G8 ThinQ. This is brand new. This is something I've never done on a smartphone before, and it's really interesting. So we're gonna go ahead and let's just set up a simple pin for now. All right, so we're gonna position my hand in front of the time of flight camera, and basically it's going to scan the vein patterns in my hand and also the depth information. So we're going to hit start here. All right, so I'm just gonna go here. I'm gonna bring my hand a little closer. Everyone say hi to Daniel in the background there. Just wanna make sure that I get this right. Boom, and everything is ready with the hand ID. So you have a few options with the hand ID. Basically what you can do is you can cover your phone over the TOF camera, and when it recognizes your hand, it will unlock the device, which is perfectly fine, but there's some extra things that you can do as well. So let's say I'm just chilling, having a cup of tea, as I usually do. If I want to open up my phone and just make sure that everything is okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and put my hand over the phone. It wakes up, looks for my hand, and gets right on through. And then I just keep going. But you might be able to see at the top here that there's a little bar. That bar is basically the TOF camera still trying to recognize for any hands that are in the view. So let's put the hand over the TOF camera. A little graphic comes up to show that it recognizes that there's a hand in front. Bring my hand up a little bit, and there it is in open space. It's actually showing my hand based upon the TOF camera. I can open one of two applications here if I go left or right. So let's go left. And then if I bring my hand back over there, the graphic comes up, I bring my hand up once again. And one function I can do just to get a quick capture of where I am in Google Maps, I just close my hand a little bit, and that does a screenshot. I'm gonna go ahead and open the other application. Let that graphic come up, bring my hand up, and then go over to the right. Music now. And inside of certain applications like YouTube and in music, if you were to open up the hand gesture, you get controls. You also get the ability to change the volume if I were to move my hand like this in sort of a rotating fashion. If I were to bring my hand up in front of it, let's just do a rotating motion and get that volume up or bring it down. And those are the main new features of the LG G8 ThinQ. There's a lot of fun to be had there, and you can see right now that there are also some new features in the camera as well. You are able to do video bokeh modes, so you can get a soft background in real time when you're recording videos. But now let's move on to another really exciting phone from LG, and of course that's going to be the LG V50 ThinQ. This is the 5G enabled device. Now, anybody out there that is into the V line knows that this has the most features when it comes to a camera experience. You not only have 3 cameras on the back, you also have 2 on the front. So you have the wide angle on the rear, a telephoto, and you also have a wide angle on the front as well. With all of those video controls that I've been talking about using these phones, you have a lot of control over all of your footage. This is a 6.4-inch OLED display at Quad HD resolution. I'm not sure if the Wi-Fi is working here. There are a lot of people at the booth right now, and if you want to see more of the LG booth, make sure you head over to my social media where I did some footage of just how crazy MWC can be. I just found out something about the LG V50 ThinQ though. Because it has that wide-angle camera on the front, it replaces the TOF or time-of-flight camera. That means that the hand ID and the air motion gestures are only available on the G8 ThinQ, so that's something to keep in mind. Between these two devices, you obviously get 5G on this one here, along with the wide-angle camera, but on the G8 ThinQ, you get those brand new biometrics and those brand new motions. But now let's get into something really exciting. This is honestly one of the coolest things that you are all going to be disappointed does not come in the US. So what we're taking a look at here is going to be the LG dual screen. This is a big case, and it's on a big phone. But the reason why it is this way is because we're looking at 2 screens. This is some craziness right here. I love the idea of the foldable device. I know that there are a few of them that are in concept actually coming out to market, but this is incredibly practical because this is the LG V50 ThinQ. It just slots right into this case because there are contacts on the back down here. So that communicates with the case, and at that point you can just press this button and you have two screens. That's so cool. This is the Android DS right here. This is so nice. Okay, so there are a few things that you can do here. Obviously, I'm going to multitask, so let's put YouTube over on the side. I can have Google Play. These are 2 absolutely full applications working at once. I can even go back to the home screen on this side while this is playing. And it's a very practical take on the multiple or dual or even foldable screen designs. This is really cool. Now, we're gonna go ahead and get into something even more fun. As you might know, I'm a bit of an avid mobile gamer. We're gonna use one of the screens here as a gamepad. There you go. It takes a little bit of fiddling. After all, this is early software, especially for this new concept. But after a little bit of fiddling, I was able to get the gamepad here on the bottom portion so I can very comfortably put my hands like this and be able to play. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit play right now. And while that's loading up, let me just show off the different styles here. Now, one thing that you might not take into consideration when it comes to smartphones like this is really good haptic vibration feedback. And the LG phones of, let's say, the last couple of years have had some of the best haptic feedback of any smartphone. So what that means is when you're using this digital, or rather this on-screen gamepad, you get the feeling of vibration that makes it feel much more tactile. Not quite like a full gamepad, but then again, you're literally using an entire second screen in order to get this experience done. It is really cool. This is super fun. I just can't get enough of this. And then of course, if I were to close it up, this thing is just really easy to handle. It is a little bit big, but there's a lot going on there. So you forgive it for just how much fun you can have with the LG dual screen. All right, and that's gonna go ahead and do it for this first look at the LG G8 ThinQ and the LG V50 ThinQ. As far as the differences go between these two devices, you can pretty much see for yourself that the hand motion gestures, the air motion, and the hand ID on the LG G8 ThinQ are new biometrics that are really fun to use, and it's something that's incredibly different, something that LG is really trying to innovate on. But of course, with the LG V50 ThinQ, you have 5G, and it's LG's first 5G device. It's the accessories of the LG V50 ThinQ that I'm really excited to use though, and you know I'm talking about that dual screen. In any case, that was just a kind of extensive look at these phones. I wanted to spend some time with them, so many thanks to LG for letting me use their creator studio. This place is awesome. And I'm gonna go ahead and call it on this one. Thank you so much for watching. Look forward to even more content on all of LG's new devices here at Mobile World Congress 2019. And until my next video, especially with these phones, I'll just remind you to enjoy your tea, everybody.